Okay. And nobody else popped on, so we're good. All right. So it's 8:05 and it's on the 30th, and we're going to start. Everybody else who pops on, please watch it at your leisure, and we'll go from there. So I'm not even sure where to start. There's so much exciting news. First and foremost, they've given us 3 extra days on a new recruiting kit set and project. It's amazing. The kit in this almost makes you want to get out and sign back in again just to get the products. But you can't get out that fast. It's crazy. So let me show you that first. I got to share my screen so y'all can see. Actually, hold on. There we go. All right. So first and foremost, they have changed the main page that we have, and you guys already signed into that dash, so when you get a chance, go and explore that. So this kind of looks the same at what you're looking at right now, but if you look over here, you realize that it's different, and we don't have as many buttons over here. So they now are almost completely gotten rid of all of those click to click to click to click again, which is nice. It's not going to be one click and you're there. So the Stir is our newsletter that happens regularly. And this is where you can go get bits and pieces of information. So you get an email talking about it, and then you go click on it and you go here. It used to be really hard to find, and now you can just click on it and you're there. Marketing imagery is right here too. And then Explore is like everything else. So instead of having to go to full site and then click on your headers, you click on Explore, and this pops up as it thinks about it. And here is everything. Host special, guest special. Ways to get to everything is in this little nugget, and it's really nice. I've played with it a couple times and looked for some things, and it's been pretty easy. So Dash itself, if you guys, either of you had a chance to get on and look at it much yet?
I signed up for it, but I'm not sure how to work it.
Okay. So what it pretty much is there's some training things that we can take, but as we bring on teammates, it's now tailored to the new person. So both of you being new can appreciate this. Instead of getting busted with a bunch of emails, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, it now will give you one task. And when you complete it, it'll give you the next task. And then when you go from there, it'll give you the next task after that, which is really nice because then it's not cramming a bunch of stuff down your throat. If you're busy and have a busy schedule, you can work with it. And then it'll work with you too. Like it's just going to, like I said, when you get done with one thing, it goes, okay, now do this. The other thing that's really easy and I'm excited about is it talks you through even getting your payment account set up and all those things that we had to do that I have to remember to tell you. Otherwise, we go to start a show or send in a show and you have to like do all that then. So it's simplified it. It makes it easier for all of us involved. And it's just easier for us to find things because it's not, crazy. You don't have to go to Pampered Chef University and go here, take all these courses. Instead, it just welcomes you and works you along. So I'm excited about that.
Now, it's having me take all of them again. Is that what you're supposed to do with it?
You can. It doesn't hurt to do that, but I don't think you have to. It's kind of one of those things. It's kind of like Candy Crush where you earn and you get bragging rights with points that you get, but you don't necessarily have to go through all of them. If you've already done it, feel free to just not worry about it. You don't get the points for it. So
okay, yeah, it's not long, but I was just like, am I supposed to do all these again? I when I see tasks, like I'm very task oriented.
I know, right? So just like gotta check it off. Gotta check.
It makes me a little bit crazy.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. So yeah, you're do as many as you like. The other thing that's nice is it'll actually let us then see. So like Chantel has Dawn on her team already. If Dawn were to start working her business and doing some of this, Chantel, you'd be able to go in and see what she's done. So then you don't have to sit there and go, what have you done? Have you done anything? Have you done anything today? You can sit there and go look and see what she's done. And you can say, hey, did you have any questions on that hosting video that you went through? Host coaching video that you went through or any of those kind of things. And so that's just really cool because it kind of gives us a conversation. Who's got something chirping? You got an alarm going off?
Oh, it's me. I thought I was on.
That's fine. I just didn't know who it was. So that gives you all kinds of different ways to work with your new consultants. So that's cool. And I know I wanted to point this out specifically too, because Tammy, I know you're talking to a couple people. So when they come on, then you've got this to work with, and it is so much easier for tracking. So I'm excited. All right. So since we're talking about new recruits, let me show you what's going on. Actually, I'm going to do it on here. So marketing imagery has also redone how it works. It now has, you will hear a ding in my background. I'm helping somebody with a squee party at the same time. I'm just on there in case she has a panic moment. So they've redone marketing imagery. It is now super easy to scroll and find categories, and it's also easier to get back and forth. It doesn't pop up so many windows and things like that like it did before, so that's really, really cool. And everything's in here, super easy, so recruiting. All right, you guys. Oh, gotta be kidding me. There we go. All right, are you guys ready for this? What if it's gonna give me a way to look at it bigger? There we go. So this is the first kit. This is the starter kit. And what they've changed and done is every kit's gonna now build on the first one. So you'll get the first one, the second one will have the first one plus a few more. The third one will have the first two and a few more. So this is the first one. So it's got the everyday rock crock, and you can see the other bits and pieces here. And they've brought the price back down to $99 instead of $109. Super cool. And you can still do a $50 host credit with this if you want to, which means they can come in for $49, which is super cool. So the next one is this. Oh, no cheating. I didn't want you guys to see that one yet. Here's the second one. So what they did is they took the everyday and they increased it to the Dutch oven, but everything else is the same. They've added in the bar pan, a batter bowl, and a few other pieces, as you can see. This one is going to be $159. Super crazy. I mean, that Dutch oven rock crock's $139 on its own. So that means you pretty much get the rest, buy a mix and chop and you get the rest of it for free. So I'm very excited about that too. Okay, are y'all ready for this? Look at this kit, you guys. Look at this flippin' kit. I mean, it's just huge and amazing. So the quick cooker is $240 on its own. Then the $139 rock crock. You've already passed the total of the new kit. So anybody want to guess what this is going to cost? I know you're both muted. Unmute and guess.
Is it about 150, 160?
A little bit higher.
225.
It's going to be $259.
Wow.
So the last one we had was $249 for the deluxe, but it didn't have the quick cooker in it. So this is $1,100 worth of products included in the kit. So again, if you do the $50 host credit, it's only $209 to get $1,100 worth of products. But wait, there's more. I don't know if I can find this on here. I have to pull it off my thing. They're having a problem with their images loading, and I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that, but of course it happens on the one day that I want to work on things, but that's okay. We'll work with it.
I've had problems with the pictures, like downloading them.
Yeah, they're working on that.
To my posts and stuff like that.
Yeah, they've all come as blank little images. There's no image on it at all. And then when you go search for it, it says there's nothing can be found. And they do know about it. They're working on it, and they're supposed to be emailing us when it's fixed.
This started yesterday.
Yeah, it did. Well, we got to remember, they sat there and updated all this stuff for the Dash and the new Consultants Corner starting yesterday. So there's always a glitch. There's never a software update that goes 100% smooth. I don't care what company you are. It just doesn't exist. All right, this is taking its sweet pokey time loading, but as soon as it does, I'll show you. There it goes. So the special for this month for recruiting is crazy cool, and I'll tell you why I'm excited about it. We've got another product that's coming out that's a new product. We've never done it before, and it's going to be sustainable income and renewable income, rather, in a way that we've never done before. So I'm going to show you that in a second as soon as this loads up. Pokey Joe, let's go. You gotta love Microsoft Windows, I swear. This is a program that does their pictures now through Microsoft's Office, and it's the slowest thing I've ever seen in my life. And it looks like it's got all kinds of fun tools to use. It's just always too slow. All right, so you see what that says? Can you both see that?
Yep.
Get your kit for free. So we've done a 50% rebate before. We've never done a completely free one in my 9 years. So for example, you get somebody to come on at that large kit for $259. When they reach $1,250 in sales, which will give them at least $250 in commission, they will also get the $259 back for the price of their kit, which means
Oh my God.
we're basically paying them to start their business. So it's insane not to at least try and go from there. But here's the other thing. For people who are busy and can't do shows, you two can both attest, and anybody else who's doing virtual, who's not on here listening to this, you guys can all tell them what you've made working virtual. Chantel is going to turn in more this month than I am at the way this is going, because I had 2 parties reschedule. So it works. It's out there. The paycheck is there. She's not stepping a toenail into anybody's house, and it's working. Tammy, you've done great with it too, and Rochelle, and Pam. So you guys are all working it and making stuff go with it. And for those of you who haven't jumped on, now's the time to do that. Not so much even just the recruiting aspect of it, but the money is there. So if you share what you guys have had experience with and how it's working for you, we're paying them to start their business. And that works for any of these. If you only do the $159 kit, because for some weird reason you don't want a quick cooker, you can get paid back for that, but still make $250 in commission, which means you're still ahead of the game. Either way, you get your money back and you go from there. Here's one more thing that I want to show you guys. Actually, there's several, but this is the next thing I want to show you guys. And it's going to take a second to load up. So the other thing that's going on, and let me see if I can find some information on it that I can show you physically. It's killing me that all their pictures are not popping up today. They have come out with this product that I said was this Renew product for you, and it is called the Enrichables. There's 2 packets, and it's going to be they're meal supplements, not replacements. And bear with me, because when I first heard this, I thought, yeah, okay, where are we going with this? So one is a kale and fiber mixture. I'm going to hold up the sheet that I have, because I can at least show you guys that. One is pea protein. So if you are into the healthy supplements at all, pea protein is something they're really big talking about right now. So can you guys see this? Probably not enough. So there's 2 separate supplements. So what they are is there's 12 in a box. They're going to be $29, and we're going to make commission off of $25 of that, which is fine, because that means that $4 is going to cover shipping and things like that for everybody. Because when they order the subscription, monthly subscription, they're going to have free shipping for this. So they're going to have a renewable supply that comes to them once a month. We're going to make commission off of it. They're going to have free shipping off of it, which helps their cost. If they get both sets, there's a reduced price for them. And what this is doing is helping everybody get their vegetables in, because not everybody gets their vegetables. People don't get enough fiber. People don't get enough protein even. And it's easier to get your protein throughout the day than just at dinner time, which is what a lot of people do. So there's all kinds of areas this can help with. This can be used in sauces, in pastas. You can just put it right into like a pasta dish and stir it in. It's going to melt into your dish and be part of the sauce or whatever you've got on it. You can do it in smoothies. Obviously, you can mix it into batters and doughs. So they have like the pea protein they've added to pancakes. Of course, you add it to smoothies, add it to your sauces. There's a ton of different ways this is going to work. If people do this monthly, it's going to work out to where they can do basically 3 packets a week. So for 3 meals a week, which means they can either do 2 packets in 1 meal, or they can do, space them out. So 6 of 7 nights are covered with this supplement. And I'm really excited about that. So one of the reasons I wanted to share with that today, even though we're not going over all of the new products, is, again, for those of you who don't have time to do shows, if you start working word of mouth with these and start selling these, they're going to start adding up into your commission as they renew. They have the option of skipping a month if they go on vacation or different things like that. They're going to have complete control. Your guests will have complete control of this. But so if you sell 2 a week, for an example, this week you'll have 2. Next week you get 2 more, so that's 4. That's $100 of commissionable income. The week after that you add 2 more, that's 6. And you can see real quick how that's going to add up, because if you add more, it's just going to keep rolling. And a couple will fall off here or there if they don't like it or decide not to do it. But again, without stepping toenail into anybody's house, you are then improving your income and having more income come in. So I think it's going to be really cool. The first couple minutes I heard it, I'm thinking, oh, please don't go there. But then the more we started talking about it, the more I really liked it. The products have literally nothing else in them. So the one with the kale and fiber is kale and chicory root, and that's it. Nothing else. And then the pea protein is literally just the pea protein. There's nothing else. It's off of yellow peas, which I guess has more protein and less sugars and all that kind of stuff. So I have the whole breakdown of how those are going to go. We're going to get our samples in the middle of August, and these will be sellable in September. So why, again, am I bringing that up? Aside from us to get excited and start getting, educated on it. If we bring somebody in the very end of August that with this in mind, I don't mean waiting until August for people who are talking about getting on. They have the whole month to work on their business. But if somebody wants to do this, or so you have somebody in mind this might be perfect for, I'll give you an example. We have a gentleman on our team who doesn't really have time to do the shows. He's kind of the stay-at-home dad, and I'm thinking of him with this, and I think this would be perfect for him because then he doesn't have to worry about trying to do shows. He can sit there and do this and talk about it. He's a workout nut. He's a health nut, that kind of thing, and I think it would be perfect for him on this. So think of somebody like that and have them get on with their new kit towards the end of August and then work the sales of this into trying to get to their $1,250. And when they get there, then they get their free, their kit price back. Their income is included and they've got something that's already renewable. So let me know what you guys think. Unmute yourselves and share what your thoughts are real quick.
I'm not big on it. I'll be honest with you. I feel like we're jumping on the bandwagon with It Works and things like that, and it's just not my thing.
Understood. I kind of thought the same thing when we first started talking over it. The difference with It Works in that immediate comparison, I have yet to see a skinny person selling It Works. They keep swearing if you wrap yourself up in this plastic and this goo, it's going to take all the junk out of your system. I've yet to see anybody who shows me what it looks like when you're done. But in addition, the difference with this is there's no extra step. It's not a magic potion or anything like that. There's no expected results except for the fact that it's more nutrition for your system and for your body and for your family. The other thing with that is they did their homework, and I'll get the numbers eventually and be able to share them. The numbers of people who are ordering stuff like this, even if it's not necessarily your cup of tea, is crazy. The younger people are 60 to 80%. It was like a 60% or an 80% number where they would order stuff online and subscription based more than just going and getting it and doing it themselves. And so I think it's smart for us to touch into that and with something that nobody else is doing. So I'm curious to see where it goes. I admit, like you said, was not my cup of tea. The way it works for us to get it reduced and with commission on it and stuff like that helps me a little bit versus something I just had to go buy and then try to sell. So we'll get a chance to use it and see where it goes with that too. So I am excited about the protein aspect of it because if that adds that good amount of protein to things, it's going to be cheaper than even going out and buying meat. And with trying to do the low carb, high protein thing for us, with our income, I think this is going to be a good fit. The kale, I'm not real sure on because I'm not real happy with kale anyway. But the other thing is supposedly, I know the kale one does turn things green. So you're not going to want to put it in your pancakes and make green pancakes. Although people were joking about doing green eggs and ham. But the flavor is, the kale one I don't think had any flavor at all. I know the pea protein one they mentioned it did not because they put it in their pancakes. I don't believe the kale one did either. So that was kind of cool. Anyway, so we'll see and explore with that. But that just gives us other options and different ways to help other people work on their businesses. So the other aspect, let me see if this finally opened up. All right, let me see if I can get this to increase in size so you guys can see it a little better. Come on. Can you guys see that enough? Probably not to read it. All right, so this is the new consultant rewards, which is another reason to share this and with what's going on. So instead of the 100 PC dollars at $1,250, and then the next level, every $1,250 you get another 100 PC dollars. They did some research and found out that most people weren't quite sure what they wanted to purchase with that money. So they ended up not doing it for a while or then saving it just to get catalogs. And then so what they did is they did some other research and found out what they wanted to do is bring it down so you can, at $500, If you reach $500 in your first 30 days, you get the ceramic egg cooker and the mini skinny scraper. At level 2, which is $1,250, in your first 90 days, you can get the 8-inch nonstick fry pan. At $2,500 in your first 90 days, you get the 10-inch stainless steel skillet. And if you get $5,000 in your first 90 days, which Chantel, you might be pushing close to that, you get the whole knife set. So that's not going to be applicable for you, but just to show you how that works, because you came in before this. So anybody who comes in after this, it's doable and it's a way to get there. So it's really cool. There's also a whole nother section of where when you recruit and your recruiter does stuff, we're going to start getting cash awards as well. And it's really cool. You can get up to $3,500, I think is what it was. And again, we don't have everything in writing in front of us just yet. It's all coming. So I'm excited about that, because then we can also get more benefits for ourselves as well. Aside from that, would you guys like to hear about some new products? Both on mute. Hello, hello, hello. All right, so I'm going to unshare so I can show you what's going on. So I will go over the new products super quick. We don't have full pictures yet. They're going to come out August 1st, but I can show you guys a couple of things. So this is the one that I am uber goober excited about. I actually saw one of these on the Food Network, and my husband and I were talking about it, and I was beyond excited to look into this. And I looked at the pricing and I was like, nope, that won't be happening for me. So when I saw it come up here on Pampered Chef, it was like crazy cool. Can you guys see what that is?
What is it?
It is a deluxe cooking blender.
That looks nice.
Yeah, so you can do, the list of things you can do with this is insane. So
I have a question. I thought the new stuff started September 1st.
it does, September 1st. But the pictures of it are not coming to us until August 1st.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, so you're not going to start talking about this until you get closer to September and you're booking your September. We don't want to let the cat out of the bag, because I have had, and many people have had, people cancel their August shows to wait for September, and we don't need to shoot ourselves in the foot for that. So just get the hype up, get them all excited. Oh my gosh, wait till you guys see this, blah, blah, you know, and then go from there. So it's got 8 settings on it. A smoothie setting, an alternate milk setting. So you can take almonds and add water and vanilla and whatever you want to do for that, and make like an almond milk, cashew milk, whatever that happens to be that you want to do. A grinding setting, so you can do nut butters, flours, you can grind your coffee. There's a jam setting where it actually cooks your jams and jellies and marmalades and applesauce right there in this jar. So you put in your fruit and whatever you need to do, and it has the right temperature setting to get to where the natural pectin in the fruit starts to kick in. A heated puree setting, so you can actually make sauces, soup,
Get out.
batters. You saying get out to me or a kid?
Yeah, get out to you. There's no way. That's amazing.
I know.
Who are you talking to?
I know. So yeah, so the heated puree setting does, so they literally dumped in carrots and bell peppers and a cup onions and a couple other things and put it on this puree setting, and then they added in tomatoes and had like a marinara sauce done, heated up, ready to pour on top of pasta. It was crazy. This nacho cheese sauce, Alfredo sauce, gravies, ice cream base, like the kinds that you actually heat up that you want to do, you can do that. The ones that have to like cook first. Custom blend setting for milkshakes. You can make nice cream, which is where you sit there and add the different fruits and frozen fruits and turn it into like a sorbet type thing right there with your fresh fruits and of course frozen drinks. They made.
All right, lay it on us the price. What's the price?
Yeah, I'm getting there. The margaritas they made were super, super quick and easy. You can literally dump everything in this thing too and put it on the soup setting, and then it actually will cook your soup right then and there, and then you just pour it into your bowls and you're done. So we were joking around. He sat there and he goes, but it's not dishwasher safe. And the whole crowd goes, He goes, so we just told them they needed to make it wash itself. And so they did. So it has a heated wash setting as well. You put a little water, you put water in there and a couple drops of soap, and you sit there and let it roll, and it washes itself. Then you just dump it out and like rinse it one more time and you're done. It has a safety setting where it will not turn on unless your lid is on. That's super cool. So yeah, of course, the question is, what does this cost? It is $349. But at 60% off, it brings it down to less than the full price on the quick cooker. And people will pay for it. These are normally like $800-900 out on the market. So when you find those people who want them, they're going to buy them. I am not worried about the price on this at all. I'll be totally honest. I think it's going to be a great, great booking tool, whether it's virtual or not. And we can sit there and do super easy videos just focused on the blender. We don't even have to be in the camera and show them all those things that it does. And when you find out it washes itself, it's insane. So one of the gals that was up on stage said she took her mixer, not mixer, her Vitamixer, like her bullet, coffee grinder, blender, and juicer, and got rid of them all and put this one thing in its place. So that's the other thing we can talk to. If you compare the prices of all four of those, it's about $450, $500 when you buy decent ones of each of those, and you get rid of those and you've got this one in its place, and it's a whole lot less. So there's
what can we get it for? Do we still get like the 25% off?
We can get it for 50% off this month.
Get out.
Nope.
When can we do it?
It'll be this month, as soon as starting August 1st, I believe. And then we can also, actually, I might be wrong on that. Hold on a second. I know we can get it for at least 50% off. I believe, I think we can get it for 60% off, you guys.
Shut up. I don't believe it.
Yeah, and then we can also host, any host that does it in September can get it for 60% off for sure. So if you want to do the 60 instead of the 50, we can always host our own shows and get it that way. I'm pretty sure that we can get it for 60% off this next month. So I will find out for sure, and I'll let you guys know. I am so geeked up about this thing. I am like, I cannot wait to get it. And by the way,
me too.
I got the code. I got the confirmation text that my boxes will be here tomorrow. I may not teach
so
classes.
You have all the new products coming?
I don't have everything. I've got most of it. When I reclaim directorship this month, which I will be doing, I will get my director's box and I will get one of everything at that point in time. We're only a couple of recruits away from me reclaiming directorship, and we're going to do it. And then I want to get going on the next level as well. So I am excited. I want my business to do more. I'm tired of struggling in so many other areas of my life. And it was, like I said, this conference was the best one I've ever been to, and it just hit all the right little buttons in my life, and I'm ready to roll.
Where's it at next year?
It's downtown in Chicago at McCormick Center.
Is it in Chicago every year?
It is, because that's where our home office is.
Oh, blah. Well, I like it when it's other places.
I know. They might get back to leadership conferences at some point in time, but as of right now, it's still downtown. Jen says it says the link is invalid. I clicked on it. Crap. Well, we'll have to get her the link. So other new products. There's a pretzel making set, which is crazy cool. It's in part of the kids collection. It's got a mat to roll out your pretzels on. It's got a little cutter thing to cut the dough, and then it's got a form where you can twist your pretzel on the form and make it that way, and then it has instructions on how to do like the egg wash and all that kind of stuff. We have a ladle that's got strainers on the side, so like you can pour out the extra sauce, like the loose sauce if you want just the chunks that are in the soup or stew. We have a new ladle for that. We've got a strainer that works with the blender. We've got little freezer bowls and lids so that you can actually make a batch of soup, freeze individual portions, and go from there. There's a set of 4 or a set of 6 with a rack, so you can put them like on the rack in the freezer. There's new pieces for the quick cooker. There's a 2-basket set. Somebody woke the cat up. Go away.
I was going to say, your boy's going off.
All right. Shut your face, cat. There's 2 baskets that stack inside of each other for the quick cooker. Can you guys see that? So you can do 2 different layers of vegetables and cook them at the same time. There's also a bundt pan. I'm trying to get that without the glare. There's a bundt pan that fits inside the quick cooker. And somebody's already posted a recipe where you can do like biscuits and eggs and gravy and sauce and all that kind of stuff inside that bundt pan and make like a breakfast bundt casserole thing. They've come up with 3 sauces for like meals, and there's 3 sauces there that you can basically add your meat and vegetables and dump it all in, and you've got the sauce. The 3 different flavors are bolognese, beef bouillabaisse, beef bourguignon, excuse me, and ginger sesame. So, so those will be fun to work with. There is a new rack that you can cook on. It's a metal rack that sits on top of the half sheet pan. So we can actually cook things on top of that and let the drippings go down into the vegetables, or not at all. Just go down so you're not sitting in it, however you want to do. There's a tortilla warmer right there in the middle there. where you can sit there and warm up your tortillas in that little pouch. I want to look into it and find out if you can warm a plate, because in the wintertime, plates are cold, and if you put hot food on a cold plate, it's cold really quickly. And so I'm hoping that that's something we can work with. There is also a new meat thermometer. It's an instant read, so you can see it right there in this corner. It's an instant read meat thermometer. You can also run cables to your meat inside the oven and have the thermostat sit outside. And then there's new forks for shredding meat. It actually is two, and it picks up your roast out of the pan and sits it down, and then you push the two together and you can shred your meat really fast. And then it's also got one where you can stab it and fit your knife like through the cracks to cut your roast. So that'll be fun, especially talking it up for the holidays. What else is coming? I'm going to have to skim through the catalog because I'm not having the other pictures yet. There's a set that has that roasting pan and the roasting rack and the half sheet pan together. Looking. That blender is amazing. I wanted to jump up and down and scream when they came out with that thing. All right, so here is a spread. I don't know if you can see the whole thing. So it's the muffin pan, well, the mini muffin pan, and we have that little wooden dowel, you know, where to hollow it out and put like mousses and cheese and things like that in it. They've created that 3-piece. You see the blue at the top of that page? It's a handle and 3 little bases. So you can do the same thing created well in your muffin pan, in your brownie pan, and in your loaf pan. So then you can fill them up with like eggs or cheeses or mousses or whipped cream or whatever you want to do.
Little bread bowls for soup.
Exactly. You can make all kinds of little things with that. So
when can we order the new catalogs?
The new you can order those after August 1st.
Oh my God, everything is flipping August 1st.
I know, except for the recruiting thing. We can start that now. We can start that and roll. So that's the new benefits and stuff on that are now.
I agree. It would have been much better for me to wait until now to sign up.
I want to get out and do it again for all that. Are you kidding me? $1,100 of products for $259. Here's the pretzel maker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. Yum, 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 yum. And there's a pretzel mix as well.
Does it come in like a kit where you can order like a kit, or is it just everything separately?
You can do the kit, the Ultimate Soft Pretzel Making Set. Everything you need to make homemade soft pretzels. The mat provides you with the directions you need. The form helps you wrap the perfect pretzel every time. The basting brush allows you to brush an egg wash on your dough to get a golden crust. The crimper lets you make pretzel bites. The set also includes a pretzel dough mix that you make in about 30 minutes.
All right.
Woohoo! And the pretzel dough mix is only $8 a bag, which is not bad for something like that.
Were you guys able to get catalogs when you went to conference?
We could if we wanted to haul them back, and I didn't want to.
Yeah. Did you take the train or did you?
I drove.
You drove.
I drove. It's just the whole walking aspect of things and hauling that around because a box of 100 catalogs is heavy. So.
Yeah.
So then, Chantel, you ready for this? Look at that.
Yes.
So that is a Christmas house kit. It doesn't have to be gingerbread. It can be a house kit. Tim and I were talking, and we had a really hard sugar cookie. You know, like the roll-out cutout cookies. They're not soft like a soft sugar cookie. They're actually pretty substantial. So you could do that with a hard sugar cookie and change the color of the house and some things like that too.
You know that I love Christmas.
I know, but I know what you like more than Christmas. I'm trying to find it.
Oh boy.
Show me. Oh, maybe it's a different page. Oh, you can also do this with, what did they say they use this? Candies? They did it with melted candy, and so you could have light up houses.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable.
Okay, so the other thing must be on another page, so hold on. No, it's KL. Okay. Oh, that doesn't look like that to me. Okay, I'll have to look closely at it. Maybe it does. All right, so look at that picture in the center there. It's Halloween molds.
Oh my God.
I know, right? I heard that and I'm like, Chantel's gonna flip.
Yes.
So you can do, so it has on it like a scary cat, pumpkins, a headstone, a ghost, a mummy, a gingerbread, a skeleton, but his limbs are disjointed.
Oh, that is amazing.
I know, right? So yeah, it
Were
says,
they all?
I'm sitting here trying to tell it from the pictures, and I could have just like read the damn thing. So it says Halloween molds for pumpkins, tombstones, skeletons, and other shapes. Oh, I guess I got more of it than that. So anyway,
Are they silicone molds?
they are probably.
Oh, okay, nice.
It doesn't say.
Okay.
The other ones were, yeah, the silicone molds make it easy to remove the finished cookies, and they stack for easy storage. Yes, I would imagine they would be. There's even a set that includes the frosting bags, so you can do your piping and all that stuff too. All right, the thermometer we talked about. There's another picture of those tongs right there with the meat. Can you see that with the glare? There you go. Yep, and there's another picture of that thermometer, of the thermometer. Then we have a lazy.
Love the thermometer.
There's a Lazy Susan.
Oh.
So we can actually use that and decorate our cakes easy. And of course, it's a Lazy Susan, so that's nice. We have new straws coming out that have a spoon at the bottom for milkshakes. And it's a metal straw, and it comes with the cleaner, so you can clean your metal straws super easy.
Awesome.
There's a charcuterie set, which will come with little, like a little cheese knife and a fork and a spreader knife and all that to do like a charcuterie tray. So that's what that is. Oops, slide wrong page. So that's what that is there in the middle. So you can
I am obsessed with charcuterie boards.
I am too. I could have those every day of the week. So
Me
here's the
too.
spoons. Here is the spoons. There's the spoons down at the bottom.
Oh,
And
cool.
the spoon straws. And then there's little bitty spoons for decorative or for serving. So you can decorate a jar of jelly that you made in your blender. Does that sound weird or what?
I am super jealous that you have a new catalog.
Come over, you can look at it. And then there's a gold and a silver wine gift bag. So you can use it for wine, or as you can see, you can bend it down and do it for like a plant or herbs or something like that too.
Yeah.
So those are limited supply, all those little things. That's based on the holidays. I'm glad they didn't give us something we like hokey holiday that we have to try to sell. So I'm cool with that. I think, you guys, that might be it. But it's plenty. New sets, different formations. You saw with the discontinued stuff that some things were only available in sets. So there's new different groupings that we have in the back, and that's kind of cool as well. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. As soon as we have information, I will let you guys know. I do have a opportunity event running Thursday night at 8. It's going to be in the Squee format. We're doing one in Squee and then one in Facebook, and then later in the month we'll do a repeat of each of those. So I know, Tammy, you were talking to a couple people. Invite those to that. I sent you guys the little picture on there, so you can invite them to that so they can RSVP to that and pop on, or just talk it to people, let people know. I just think it's crazy not to try when you can get your kit for free and make money. And if they, after 30 days, once they accomplish all that, if it's not for them, fine, they get $1,100 worth of products. I mean, and now's a good time to try versus trying to talk somebody into that in December, so that's insane. So, yeah. Questions, you guys? That's a ton of information.
Hey, I haven't heard much about Facebook drama. Has it chilled out?
Well, it has. A lot of people went and started making their own stuff like we did. And so it kind of got us out of the woods. Hold on to your hats, though, because supposedly they're making more rule changes on the 1st of August. Nobody's really acknowledged as to what that might be. So I'm hoping that was a rumor and not real. And I'm hoping we've changed enough things that that's not an issue. What I do know that we need to do is make sure you create a business page and then create your groups for your events, not events, but your parties, events or something else. Create your groups for your parties from your business page. A couple of reasons. For one, it's a business, and then you can sit there and talk about shop, 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 shop as much as you want. Your business page even has a button that says shop now. And so that takes it completely out of the breaking the community rules or whatever they call those, being on your own timeline or in a private group from your timeline. So as much as I did not want to go that route, this is where they're kind of forcing us. So it's not hard to do. It's easy to link your groups. So you can link your VIP group that we've already started to that. You might even be able to get the same name in your business page and then eventually lose the VIP group if you want to. There's really no reason to have to run both. and then just get everybody to migrate over. For you guys, you're new in that, so that might be easy to do. I've got 350 people to try to get over, and I want to increase that anyway. So, that's not all bad. But yeah, so that's the only thing I can say. If you have not done that yet, we need to do that. Facebook is actually saying that and telling us that, and then we've got actual training. I can show you a video from Pampered Chef that shows exactly how to do all that. So it walk you through step by step, or we can even come over here and I can help you guys set it up. I've already done mine and a couple other people's. So, but I'm hoping, fingers crossed, legs crossed, hairs crossed, that will keep us out of Facebook jail and help us deal with all that. So, have either of you done a business page yet?
No, I haven't. I just got people to join my group. I hate to have to ask them now to join my business page.
Well, you don't necessarily really have to. They don't have to join anything. They just like it. So what you do is you create that page, you send the invite out to like your business page, and be honest, Facebook has new rules, and this is what we're doing. You can, and they connect. When you post on one, it posts on the other. So, it's just a way to broaden, but it also makes it more searchable for you and customers to just look you up and find you too. So there's going to be pluses.
Another question, have you created the template for our August shows yet?
Actually, the template you guys have is for August as well, because there's no product changes. You just have to go take out your host and the guest specials.
Okay.
And then change your games around if you want to, based on who's been to your parties. If they're brand new people who didn't see anything in July, all you got to do is change out the specials and you're good to go.
Okay.
I will put a new one together for September, because by then we have all the new products.
I haven't done the business page yet. Do you just name it? I could name it because I don't have hardly anybody in my VIP page right now. You said you could just name it the same?
Yeah.
Or do I change it a little bit? Okay.
You can. You do not have to put Pampered Chef in there, like, Chantel's Crazy Kitchen Corner. And, what do we do for yours, Tammy? It was Tammy.
Tammy's Cooking Corner.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Yeah, Chantel's Crazy Kitchen and Tammy's Corner. So yeah, just look for those, try those, and try to get it as close as you can. And if you guys want help, let me know, because there's ways to tweak it and get it really super close with just like a punctuation mark or something like that if you can't get the exact.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there. Because then when people search for you, no matter what, they'll find you either way if it's super, super close, if not the same thing.
Okay.
And I have another question. Do you know on the pages, can you schedule posts like you can in the group?
Yes.
Okay, because my group, I schedule a week's worth of posts at a time. Every Sunday I work on a whole week's worth of posts, so I don't have to mess with it during the week, because I work 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and all day Saturday. So.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's got the same thing. It posts my party works on there. You've got the scheduler thing on Facebook itself. And there's no difference in that. It's actually just easier to use. You can also, when you do a business page, you can also link it to Instagram, and you can post on Instagram and it shows on your page, or vice versa. It's really cool. So then we can start expanding into other medias without having to rely solely on Facebook.
All right. That will work.
Yeah, and if you guys want, I will find that video. I need to write myself a little to-do list. So Chantel, I'm putting you in those groups.
A Todo list. My grandson asked me one time, Gigi, what's a Todo list?
What's a Todo list?
It's a to-do list, Sean. It's to-do.
Well, you think about it, they do write them pretty close together, so it does look kind of like Todo.
Yeah, it does. That's funny.
So I'll post that for creating your business page. What I would like to do is do a get-together on a night if we can to play with the products. I know trying to get people together with everyone's schedules is insane. So I would like to do that, though, so you guys can actually see this stuff firsthand, especially that blender. I figured the way it works, as fast as it works, we could sit here and make several different recipes in it, and rock and roll with that. So
I'm good. Tuesdays, Thursdays are my best nights, because Monday, Wednesday, I babysit the grandkids at night.
Okay.
And Friday, I'm just ready to crash after working all week. So that just happens to work better for me. I'm throwing that in. Of course, whatever works for the majority.
Right. Tammy, what works for you?
At this point, I'm thinking, Mine's just kind of a day-to-day basis, but
Okay.
we don't have anything specific. Wednesdays tend to be a little bit busier, just trying to get kids to youth group and stuff like that.
Right.
But
Well, we'll look at next week on Tuesday or Thursday. Chantel, when do you go out of town though?
The 15th through the 18th is our canoe
Okay,
trip.
so next week we're still open with that. So I'll shoot
Yeah.
for next week, maybe Tuesday and Thursday.
Tuesday would be
Calendars.
best for me next week because my anniversary is on Thursday.
Say that again.
My anniversary is Thursday, so Tuesday would be
Okay.
better.
So what? So Chantel next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay. What date? What is the date for that, y'all? 9, 8, 7. So the 6th. Is that
I
right?
think. Yeah, I think it's the 6th.
Okay. So Tuesdays are the 6th. The recipe night here, and those of you who are listening, I'll post it on the group as well, and we'll see if that works. I will have everything by then, and we'll play with it. And what I might do is have each of you bring ingredients for one recipe you want to try, and I'll just list some of the recipes because I do have the new Season's Best Cookbook too. So we'll play with that and have fun with that.
What time are you doing it?
What works best for you guys? Like, well, 7?
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
7's fine.
Okay.
I want to bring the stuff to make the jam in the cookie
Okay.
blender.
All right. We
I'm
can do that.
down with that.
Okay. We can do that. That might be when we do. So what they did is they had made fresh peanut butter right there on the stage, and then the jam they did ahead of time just because it takes a little bit longer, so we could start that one and then talk about other things while we're playing. But yeah, so they did fresh peanut butter and jelly right there with nothing in it but just the goodness of it. No chemicals, no extra additives, no nothing. It was crazy.
Get the hell out.
It's crazy. It was so cool. And then they sat there and put water in it and washed the damn thing. Like, I told Tim
Hey,
it washed itself.
Anything
He's like,
that washes itself is my
Right?
best friend.
I know. So I was thinking of people like my mom, who's now single, who could make her own soup and then set it there to wash while she's eating it. I mean, it just makes crazy sense. I mean, it is just so cool.
That's insane.
It is. It's absolutely bonkers, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. So, yeah. All right. Any other questions, you guys?
Nope, I'm good. I'm heading off to bed.
I'm going to go finish dinner and eat. It's been one of those days.
There you go.
So you guys have a good night. Those of you who are listening, sorry you couldn't make it. We'll try to work on it better next time and make sure the links work. I'm not sure what happened, Jen, so I apologize, but I will get this posted for you guys as soon as possible so you can relist and re-listen, and then I will get all this stuff out on Chef Matters. Probably is the easiest way to post all of this so that you can actually grab it and use it versus the messages, because that just seems to kind of scroll forever. So we'll get it all out there as soon as possible. You guys have a good night.
Good night.